Hello, everybody. This is this week's edition of Good Vibes Over Everything. So today I want to talk about teamwork. All right, and so for everybody at ALC, they kind of noticed that on Wednesday I left mid morning, which is not typical of me to leave. And so just kind of backstory: I don't get sick very often. I mean, and then if I do get sick, I mean, if I'm not contagious, I'm here. I keep it to myself. I'm just like whatever. I deal with stuff, but because I'm very team oriented. And I very many times I'm going to put the team ahead of myself. And but Wednesday was the exception in that I woke up with a bit of a headache on this bald shiny head, and then all of a sudden I was just whatever. I'll deal with it. Throughout the morning, it started kind of traveling down, and I had to go to JJ around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning to do something, and I started feeling pressure in my eyes. And then when I was driving back, man, I couldn't see anything. My vision was a little bit blurry. I was like, all right, this is something. We're gonna see, right? So as soon as I got back, I didn't even check in radio. I just texted Bradford and I was like, hey, I'm here, but I need a moment. And I sat down at this desk and I started getting nauseous, like I needed to throw up. And so I was like something else is down. And my first thought was, man, I might got that Rona. I might got the vid. And so I texted Bradford like, listen, I hate to do it, but I need to go get checked out. And so and believe me when I tell you, I hated to do it, because I don't like just taking off like that. And if I can deal with stuff, I'll deal with it, but I could not. And so went to the urgent care, barely got there because, like I said, I could barely see. Like vision was blurry. It was tough. Like that little 10-minute drive felt like forever. And so when I got there, turns out it was a extreme migraine, orbital something or other, right? And they're like, yeah, once your pain is high, it can cause nausea, all these things. So they gave me a couple shots. I am heavily medicated today. Luckily, Mr. Ramsey's here to hold it down, and I'm able to kind of just be behind the scenes a little bit. And but yeah, but what I wanted to touch base with was that when I had to go, I mean, everybody jumped into action. Bradford, she's like, I got you. No worries. Go take care of yourself. All of a sudden, parts started moving to where the job got done. And I wholeheartedly appreciate everybody. And so that's kind of the message that I have today is that we as a special sites family need to remain a team. And so this is the quote that I ran into today, and it says, and this is by Vince Lombardi, Hall of Fame coach, multiple Super Bowls. It says, individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. An individual commitment to a group effort. So I want you to really think, for those that are watching the videos, how committed you are to the group effort. And so we have a lot of group efforts here, right? I mean, first and foremost, it's those meds, I'm telling you. I mean, we're here to make sure that kids are successful, right? We're here to make sure that they're successful not only in their education, but just in life in general. It might not seem that way, like, hey, we're not their parents, but still, I think everyone that's in education for the right reasons wants our children, every child that walks into JJ, JDC, ALC 1621 to be successful. Okay, but another commitment we have is like safety, ensuring that everyone in the building is safe, making sure that morning inspection goes the way that it's supposed to. Um, our commitment to what our standards are here in every building, making sure that as a team we are addressing, hey, get back into dress code, your shirt's untucked. Hey, let's go ahead and walk in a diamond, please. If we're at 1621, hey, I need you to take your hood off, please. Hey, I can see half of your belly. Perhaps close your hoodie, or not perhaps close your hoodie. You're showing everything. You got a dress code. And so when it's just one person or two people that are committed to the group effort, it makes it difficult for the rest of us in the building to address the students, to make sure that we're holding up the standard of the building, so on and so forth. So it really does take a group effort. It takes all of us. And we don't have to be rude about it. I mean, if a kid is not walking into Diamond and they're way over there, yelling is not going to help. I'm telling you right now, yelling at that student is not going to help, because at the end of the day, that kid is not hearing what you're saying. They're hearing you are trying to embarrass me in front of all my peers. Okay, now that's not to say I'm not going to say nothing. It takes zero to minimal effort, and it takes maybe 2 seconds out of your day just to pull a kid out of the line. Hey, come here real quick. Sorry, boss, Ms. De La Garza's on this radio. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I've tried to record this like 4 times. I'm not about to restart. All right, so it takes almost none time and no effort to just pull a kid out of the line. Hey, step over here real quick. Hey, you're not walking into Diamond. You know what the expectation is. Why don't you diamond up and then have a good rest of your day? Go ahead. Boom. You pull the kid out. It was a private conversation. The kid has no excuse to feel offended, because you made sure that the conversation was one on one and not embarrassing in front of the peers. If after you have that conversation and they walk off with their hands all willy nilly the way they want to, then that's different. Okay, cool. I already told that student, hey, I already told that student diamond up or whatever. Let's go ahead and whoever has access, let's write it up. Or you can send an email to me. Hey, such and such student, I pulled them out, I had a private conversation. They're still doing what they want. Okay, cool. Fantastic. They can do what they want at home. Okay. And so just keep those things in mind. Okay. I mean, it takes no effort. You're pulling out the kid, you're making sure the conversation is private. There's no excuse for them to act out. There really isn't. Okay. And I feel like that might be a disconnect there, because I do hear plenty of yelling when it doesn't have to happen. And I feel like you will get a better, more constructive response from the child. I mean, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, than just yelling down the hallway, and then all of a sudden all one and this I do see as a team. All of a sudden one person says, "Hey, diamond up," and then all of a sudden, yeah, yeah, diamond up, and then all of a sudden you're ganging on the kid, and then all of a sudden he's cussing us out or she's cussing us out. All right, so there's ways to do it. I mean, but the standard is the standard. Okay, don't keep quiet and expect the next person to do it. And if you don't catch it, you don't catch it. Okay, but that's why we should be out in the hallways during transitions or whatever. We're making sure we're watching the kids. We're keeping our kids quiet that are inside the classroom. Hey guys, remember when this door is open, I need y'all quiet. Thank y'all. And then we're watching these kids in the hallway. We're making sure that the standard is the standard. Okay? If I'm talking to this kid, then the other ones are going to walk by. I'm not going to catch those kids because I'm having this conversation. Then that's when the next teacher should be looking, looking. Hey, come here real quick. Hey, the back of your shirt's untucked. You should have gone in dress code before you got to the classroom. Here, come inside my classroom, get into dress code right now. Boom. Okay? Those are the ways you can handle these conversations. But this only works if we as a team are committed to that and we are ensuring that it's getting done. Same thing with the 1621 side of the building. Kids got a hoodie on. Hey, I need you to take your hood off. That's against district policy. Go ahead and take it off. Thank you. Okay, moving along. Have a good day. And so don't leave it for the next person to maybe take care of it. All right. And then stay vigilant and I'm talking on to the 1621 side of things. Stay vigilant on who goes to the restroom. Okay, we have a kind of a solution that we're working on here behind the scenes, and something that we're trying to buy into to make sure that we can minimize restroom traffic. But be mindful of who goes to the restrooms and who makes it a habit to go every day at the same time. And not only that, but who makes it a habit to go together. Okay, I just sent Susie. You know what? Susie always goes with Jessica. They might not leave together, but one person asks, hey, and then they're always going together for what? For what? I guarantee you, it's for no good. Okay, they're just going into the restroom, they're hanging out, and so the thing is, anytime I cross the 1621 restroom, if those doors are open, I go in and check real quick. Quickly, I peek my head in just to see if anybody's in stall, and I see freaking vapor or smoke coming out the top. I do a quick check. That's why it's important. I don't know what kind of restaurant passes y'all are using. Restaurant passes, restroom passes. If you have something that can hang on those door tags, makes it easy, because then I know somebody's in the restroom, or we all know somebody's in the restroom. If you're passing by the restroom, I know it's not. I know it's an extra duty as a sign. Just pop your head in real quick. Okay, I'm not asking you to hang out there. Just pop your head in, just so they see, hey, these people are checking. They're walking by and they're popping in just to check. So it's a big help. I do it as often as I can, but obviously I am limited to which restroom I can pop in at. All right, so if you can help out with that, that'd be fantastic. Again, team effort for a common cause. Anyway, this video is over 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I try to keep them under that. Everyone have a great week. And I mean, let's get it going. Thank you.